Hi there, my name's Olivia and I'm going to be doing a video today comparing two personal stylist services. I've got Lookiero and I've got sitchfix. So you might have heard a little bit about these two companies. Maybe you've come here because you want to watch some unboxing videos or because you've seen a little bit about them before. And I've seen loads of online videos about both Lookiero and about Stitch Fix, but I've never seen a direct comparison at the same time. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you today. I'm just going to move my boxes out of the way because they're enormous. We'll be opening them in a little while. So whilst I don't want this video to be really long, I am going to sort of put a few different bits in the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is compare Lookiero and Stitch Fix and tell you about the services and how much they cost. Then I'm going to do some feedback on my last Stitch Fix box. I have had one other, so I'm going to tell you my likes and dislikes about my last box. Then I'm going to do the unboxings and I'll try some things on for you. So that means I'm going to open up my Stitch Fix box, tell you what I've got, show you what I've got, try things on, and then I'm going to be opening up my Lookiero box, doing the same, trying everything on, telling you the prices, and at the end, of course, then I'm going to compare my two boxes. So if you don't want to watch the whole video and you just want to skip to a certain bit and you just want to see things trying on, well, you can do that. It's going to be towards the end. But let's talk about the comparisons between the two, shall we? They are both really similar companies, so let's start with that. There are more similarities than there are differences for sure. So they're both online personal stylist services. That's how they market themselves. The way I like to see it though, it's just a way of getting a surprise box of clothes. So it can be good fun, and if you don't mind relinquishing the control over your shopping, it's just a bit of fun and a way to get some things that you may not have chosen for yourself. The prices are really similar, and what you get is quite similar as well. So in each service you get 5 items delivered to you in a box. The items can be any items of clothing, and in some cases shoes, bags, scarves, accessories, jewellery, etc. I think Stitch Fix do more jewellery and accessories. Lookiero seem to concentrate more on clothing. That's my first impression anyway. The cost is the same, so you pay £10 up front for your box when you order it, and that's called the personal styling fee. They can call it what they like, it's just £10 that you're paying out, okay? They also both do free delivery, free returns, etc. In my mind, sometimes I just think to myself, well, if I'm going to pay that £10, that covers their postage, doesn't it? But that's my way of looking at it. If you choose to keep any of the items in your box, then the £10 styling fee gets deducted from the cost of your items. If you choose to keep every item in your box, then you get a discount. Now this applies on both services, but this is where the little difference comes in. For keeping all 5 items in your Stitch Fix box, you get a 20% discount. For keeping all 5 items in your Lookiero box, you get a 25% discount. It might seem like a small thing, but it might make a significant difference to you, you know, as to whether you want to keep everything or not. The other thing in that case that you have to kind of think about is whether it is more economical to keep everything in your box and get your discount, or whether you like 4 things out of 5, because sending that one item back is sometimes not as economical as keeping everything and just getting your discount on it, which means you end up sometimes with a 5th item that you don't really want. Now that might mean that you just take a risk and you start wearing that item even though you weren't sure about it. Maybe you find out that you like it, or maybe you give it to someone else, maybe you take it to the charity shop, or maybe you even sell it on. So I don't really know how I feel about that, whether that's wastage or not. It's a bit of a strange kind of bit of maths that you have to do to work out whether that's viable for you or not. So the websites for the two companies are also quite similar in a way. So when you sign up, you obviously have to tell them details about yourself and your clothing preferences, and of course your size and your measurements and things like that. Okay, be honest about those. It's somebody else that's picking out clothes for you. You want them to fit. Okay, so there's no point in trying to make yourself taller or thinner or anything like that. So you must provide some details about yourself. On Lookiero, they actually ask you to upload a few photos of yourself, which I think is a really good idea. So they can see, I guess they're looking at your hair colour and your skin tone and all of those sorts of things, but they're also looking at pictures of you wearing clothes that you like so that you can show them a little bit about your style. They don't ask for pictures on Stitch Fix. However, on both sites, you can upload a Pinterest board. It's easier to do this on Lookiero, I must admit. So they have a little space that says, please upload a Pinterest board, which is exactly what you want. Whereas with Stitch Fix, you have to kind of put your Pinterest board, you have to like copy and paste it and put it into your stylist note. And I'll tell you about that in a moment. So your Pinterest board, this is really interesting, I think, because it makes you analyse what you're looking for. So you can take photos of your own clothes or your own style or pictures of yourself, or you can just go trawling the internet and do an image search for items that you like. You can say, this is what I'm looking for, can't find it anywhere, can you help me? So I made a Pinterest board and sent the same Pinterest board to both companies. So I think that's quite good, but at the same time, it does make you do a lot of the work because you're the one that's putting the Pinterest board together. Whereas I think it would be quite nice if they had a gallery of things to choose from and you could say yes or no to things. And in fact, Stitch Fix does that a little bit more than Lookiero does. So Stitch Fix has this thing, it's great, it's so addictive. It's a little game called the Style Shuffle, and every day on their website you can see images of either whole outfits or just individual items of clothing, and then you can say thumbs up or thumbs down. And you say, yeah, I really like that. No, that's not my style. And you just keep trawling through about 15 or 20 options a day. And then it will say, right, no more for today, come back tomorrow. And that helps their algorithm with all kinds of data, actually. So they're analysing what parts of the country different people like different styles of clothing in different areas. So they might send you something based on the area that you live in and the preferences of the people in your area, which is quite interesting. And they also are analysing your personal tastes as well so that they can get it right. I really like the Style Shuffle, but it has its ups and downs, okay? So when you like or dislike something, once you've seen it once, you will never see it again. And what I would like is to see a gallery of the items that I've said yes to, that I've said thumbs up to. I'd really like them to appear in a little gallery afterwards to say, okay, these are the things that you like. Let's have a look at those so that you can then ask for something similar next time in your delivery. But they just disappear and you never get them again. So I started taking screenshots of the items that I like on the Style Shuffle so that I can add them to my Pinterest board. But again, it seems like a long-winded way of having to go about that. What I've also noticed is that some of the items on the Style Shuffle are actually American brands and American items that I'm not going to get because I live in the UK and Stitch Fix works with different brands in the UK from in the US, as you can imagine. So I'm finding it quite frustrating that their US customers will get things directly that they've seen on the Style Shuffle if they request them, but it's highly unlikely that I'm going to get many of those items, and it's a real shame. They send me, images of really nice things. I'm like, yeah, I'd really love that. Thank you for showing me that. That's given me a great idea. I really want that dress. But in reality, I'm not going to get it, and I just don't really see the point of showing me things that you actually don't have in stock in my country. Like, at least personalize it. Anyway, that's what I think of the Style Shuffle, but it is really, really addictive. Once you start kind of seeing things, you want to say, yes, 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 I really like that. It also makes you analyse your tastes a bit as well. So when you say yes or no to something, I've started really trying to think of the reason why I don't like something. Now, what is it about that top that I'm seeing that is putting me off? Is it the colour? Is it the cut? Is it the fact that it's got frills on it? What is it? Why don't I like that? So it's a way of you kind of really thinking about your personal tastes and styles as well, I think. Okay, what else is similar and different? So I mentioned the stylist note. So once you've signed up and you've put all your questionnaire together and you've told them about yourself, when you ask for a delivery and you pay your £10, you can then leave a little note to your stylist and you can say what you're looking for. So this can be as specific or as vague as you want, but obviously try and make it specific. So you don't have to say that you're looking for something in particular. You could just say, you know what, these are the colours I like, or this is the kind of style I like, or I'm looking for work clothes, or I'm looking for gym clothes or something like that. Or you could say specifically, I am looking for a denim jacket, a blue denim jacket, or I'm looking for, you know, a pair of pink high heels to wear for a wedding or something like that. So you can be really specific about it, or you can just talk about your general tastes and your general likes and dislikes, and then they can pick stuff for you based on that. So obviously the more specific you are, the more likely you are to get something that you want or that you like. But again, it depends if you want to relinquish that control and let somebody else do the choosing for you. And if you're open-minded, you can just be quite vague about it and say, you know what, you send me what you like. I find it's best to be specific. So my stylist note, well, you know, I'm going to tell you about what I wrote in a moment or two actually, to see if what I've got matches up with what I've asked for. But let's see how that goes. So you've got your Pinterest board that you can add, you've got your stylist note that you can add. The cost is basically the same. One or two other small things. Stitch Fix don't offer discounted items or sale items. So they work with UK brands, and some of the brands that they work with are people like Monsoon, COS, and Other Stories, Oasis, Boden and Jules, and some others as well. Those are the ones I remember. They also have two of their own brands as well. So they have a brand called Movet and they have a brand called Editor's Cut. Those are their UK owned brands. They have different ones in the States. So you can't get Movet or Editor's Cut anywhere else. So the price that you pay, you're never going to be able to compare that with anything else, because it's the only way you can get it. Whereas the high street brands can be compared. So for example, you can, you know, do a little internet search for the item that you've got and it might come up that it's on sale somewhere else. They do talk about price matching, actually, Stitch Fix. They do say, look, we're not going to send you discounted items, but we do price match. Now, I don't know all the terms and conditions revolving around their price matching policy, so do have a little look into that. But for example, they work with Oasis, and Oasis is currently basically in administration in the UK, which is a bit of a shame. And last month I got 2 Oasis items which were full price. But I know that all Oasis items are basically 30 to 40% off at the moment if you buy them directly from Oasis, because they're going into administration and they're sort of non-returnable. So I was a little bit suspicious about the higher price for those items, because I know that that company is actually offering discounts right now. There you go. Lookiero will offer you sale items, and they will also work with other brands that are from Europe. So they work with, you know, brands that you can't get in the UK that I'm not familiar with. So I'm really looking forward to opening this to see if I'm getting brands that I'm that are new to me. I think they do also work with some familiar brands as well, some high street retailers too. But what I kind of like about that is that you won't find what they're giving you anywhere else on the UK high street. So I think there's a little unique selling point there that basically says we're going to give you something that you can't get anywhere else. So I like that. And yeah, as I say, they will offer some discounted or sale items, but the overall discount that you get for buying 5 items will not apply to those already discounted items. So you can't get 2 discounts basically. But still, I think that's quite fair. I like to get a bargain, so I really feel like if they're already sending me 1 sale item in my box of 5 things, then that sounds to me, that feels better to me, that I might be getting something for a cheaper price. I feel like I'm getting better value for money. And value for money is really important to me, so the price of the whole box or the price per item is something that I really need to factor in when I decide whether I want to buy something or not. The invoices on both services are really easy. They're really simply laid out. It's just kind of list of, these are your items, these are the full prices, this is the £10 styling fee that we're going to deduct if you buy them, this is the discount that applies if you buy all of them, this is the whole cost of everything in your box, these are the costs of the individual items. It's really clear, okay, nothing's hidden, no strings attached, okay, it's really, really clear. The last thing that I kind of want to compare is basically the overall cost of the box. So Stitch Fix I've watched a lot of videos, I've read a lot of blogs, I've read a lot of reviews. Stitch Fix seems to come in a little bit more expensive than Lookiero, so that's something I'm going to look to compare for myself today. And I expect my Stitch Fix box to cost more than my Lookiero box, but I'm going to really enjoy finding out if that's the case or not. Each box will also give you a little note from your stylist, and each box will give you little styling cards as well to show you each item that they've bought you and how to wear it, so like a little outfit combination of what to put it with, which I think is really nice. As I said, deliveries and returns are all free as well, so anyway, I think that's a good enough comparison. I've gone on quite a bit there, but if you're wondering which one to go for, don't know if I've helped or not, but there's little differences, subtle differences. You can even tell each company what you don't want to receive as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of feedback about my previous Stitch Fix box. So last month it was August and the weather was still really good, for example. It's been lovely and sunny, so I asked Stitch Fix to bring me lots of colour. So my stylist note went something like this. I said, nothing baggy or shapeless, because I'd seen a lot of one size fits all kind of huge sweaters and cardigans, and I was like, I don't want any of that. Nothing baggy or shapeless. I would like bright colours. My Pinterest board was full of various bright colours, but in particular in my stylist note I asked for orange and yellow. I haven't really got much orange stuff in my wardrobe, if any, but I thought, let's see, it's like a little test actually. I wanted to see if they were paying attention or if they could find me something that was what I'd asked for. I also asked for a bag, so my only item that I really specified, that I said I am looking for this thing, was a bag that I'd seen on a Stitch Fix advert. So it was like a little Facebook advert and whatnot, or it was something from their website. Anyway, it was an image from Stitch Fix and it had a wicker bag in it. I screenshotted it, added it to my Pinterest board, and I described it. And I said, have a look at my Pinterest board. There's this bag. It's your bag. It comes from Stitch Fix. This is what I'd like. And I'd also, I'd also mentioned that I like to fit and flare dresses as well. And there may be one or two other little bits that I put in. So when my box came, I was expecting colour. I was maybe not expecting both orange and yellow to turn up, but I was expecting some bright colour. I was expecting the bag and I just wanted something really summery and bright and light. So when I opened my box, I was really disappointed because 3 out of 5 items were black. Now I happen to be wearing black today. I'm not adverse to wearing black, but when I asked for colour and my Pinterest board is full of colour, I didn't want black. I really didn't want black, and 3 out of 5 items was just somewhat unimaginative. The 4th item was navy blue. I just remembered one other thing. I'd also said to them I like to keep my shoulders covered, so I don't want like strappy tops or vest tops. I want my shoulders covered. And the navy blue top that they sent me was like a strappy kind of vest top sort of thing without sleeves. Not what I wanted. The navy blue item was a little bit baggy, but they also sent me this huge black t-shirt. It wasn't too much different from this, but it was really boxy, and it kind of came out to like this wide, baggy and shapeless, and which I'd asked not to get. And so much black. Why, guys? Why? The 5th item, you might expect my 5th item to have been that bag that I'd asked for. You would be wrong. In the stylist note, she had not even mentioned the bag. So it's the one item that I had specifically requested and it didn't get acknowledged. It's not that it just didn't come. They didn't even acknowledge that I'd asked for it at all. She didn't even mention it. She wasn't even like, oh, sorry, it wasn't in stock. Just ignored it completely. So the 5th item was actually something I'll show you now because it was the one item I kept. So the 5th item was colourful. Here we go. So it was a Breton top, bright red Breton top. Haven't worn it yet, but it is exactly the sort of thing that I would wear. Thanks very much. It's got 3/4 length sleeves, which actually turns out to be my exact length that I like without really knowing that, so that was quite nice. I wasn't expecting it to be red because I'd asked for yellow or orange in colour, so I thought I might get a yellow Breton top, which again, I'd put some images on my Pinterest board of yellow Breton tops or stripy tops. I don't mind that. So I kept this. The price was quite good for this as well. So this was £29. And of course I got my £10 styling fee deducted from it. Now, it doesn't mean I didn't pay £29 because I paid that £10 styling fee right up front, and then I paid £19, so I've still paid £29 for this item. Don't be fooled into thinking that £10 styling fee that you get like deducted is somehow magically like free money. It's not. But if you don't keep any items from your box, you lose your £10. Now, that's the payoff really. So if I'd have sent back every single item, that £10 would have been wasted effectively. Okay, so I put that towards the cost of the top instead. They had also sent me one thing that I did like in there was a black pair of trousers, which I wouldn't have looked at. I wouldn't have bought for myself. They were really nice. My only problem with them was the price. So they were £45 when I would have paid £25 for something similar on the high street. So I put that in my feedback. And the other thing that you do after you've got your box is that you can feedback on every individual item. You can say what you're keeping and what you're not keeping, and you can explain your reasons why. You can tell them about how they fitted, you know, what you thought of them generally. So that was really handy. So I did kind of put in my feedback, look, these trousers were great, but too expensive, really sorry. So I do feel like the stylist was a bit lazy, sending me 3 out of 5 black things and a navy blue thing when I'd asked for bright colours, and I'd shown bright colours in my Pinterest board. She did send me a fit and flare dress, which again was one of the black items. I didn't like it at all. That wasn't necessarily the stylist's fault. At least she'd read that I'd like fit and flare dresses and responded. There's only so much they can do if they don't know you, you know. So I kept 1 out of 5. I wasn't overly impressed. There wasn't like a chance to put an outfit together out of the items in my box. So what I've seen in some cases is that they'll give you 5 items and you can put, you know, hey, we're going to send you a pair of shoes and a skirt and a top, and they go together. And then the other 2 items are like a dress and a jacket, and they go together. And that, I think, is probably what a stylist should do. They should pair things together that actually match, and they should put together like little outfits or ideas for you. And I just don't feel like the stylist I got did that. So the stylist was called Carly, Kali. I'm interested to see if I get the same stylist or a different stylist in this box. You can choose when you check out, you can actually choose whether you keep the same one or whether you don't mind or whether you want someone different. So originally I said I don't mind, you choose. I kind of wish I'd said get me a different stylist in hindsight, but let's see. Okay, so that was my August Stitch Fix feedback, and now the moment you've probably all been waiting for is the unboxings. So let's see what we have. Okay, I'm going to go for the Stitch Fix box first. This is an enormous box this month. It's huge. I'm also going to give you a prediction. I think I'm going to get some kind of check shirt, like a lumberjack shirt. Stitch Fix seems to be quite predictable about what they send every season. So when I got that Breton top, I was expecting a Breton top because they seem to offer those quite a lot, especially in the kind of summery months. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm going to get a check shirt just because it's autumn and that's what they tend to send in autumn, and because of the size of the box I'm almost expecting something like shoes maybe. Let's see. Okay, alright. By the way, I'm not going to look at the, I've just seen something hilarious. I'm not going to look at the prices until the end. I'm going to play guess the price. This is so funny. Okay, so this is my little bundle. Okay, more blue. Oh, jeans. Exciting. Hey, guess what? Guess what they sent me this month that they didn't send me last month? This is the bag that I had looked at. That's so funny. That's hilarious. Now I wasn't expecting this at all. Let me move my box out of the way. That's hilarious. So this is the bag that they ignored last time. I'm going to be honest with you. I found a similar bag in Sainsbury's last month. It didn't have this little pocket, on the outside, but the rest of it was the same size, the same kind of thing. And the bag I saw in Sainsbury's was £10, which I suspect is going to be a lot less than this one is, if I know Stitch Fix. It's got 2 pockets inside. Is it? Well, you won't really see, but it's quite nice. It's like a kind of got a pinky lining, which is rather nice. That's so funny. So well done for reading my last month's note this month. That will be on the stylist note. I'm sure there'll be an explanation all about that in a moment. So I suspect that bag is going to be rather more than £10. What do you think? How much is that going to be? Maybe £20? Maybe 25? If it's more than that, it's certainly not worth it. But probably I'll just go to Sainsbury's and get that one. Okay, now let's. Oh, I've got some jeans in here for sure, which is exciting. Something blue. Oh, I need to tell you something else. I asked both companies to send me something similar, so I requested a jumpsuit with covered shoulders from both companies. So I'm hoping that I will get a jumpsuit one way or the other. Let's see. It's different paper this month. Okay, jeans. Stitch Fix also said in their questionnaire, what kind of jeans do you like? So you can choose whether you want skinny jeans or boyfriend jeans or bootcut jeans. I said no to skinny jeans, mostly because I've got a lot of them, and partly because sometimes they can be just too skinny, or I hate jeggings and things like that, so I didn't want them to send me jeggings. These are a really nice colour, but I think they're skinny jeans. Really, this is my colour for sure. They're skinny jeans, which they asked me all about, and I said no to, which is hilarious, but they do look quite nice. Let me have a quick look. So these are from Movet, which is that own brand company. They look about the right size. They do look like that. Oh, they're really stretchy. Wow. Okay, they look nice. They look very similar to jeans that I already have. So I'm going to try all these on in a moment. I see a nice little t-shirt here, which would go with those jeans. This is from Crew Clothing, which is actually where that red Breton top was from, also for Crew Clothing. So it's got a very pale stripe, kind of turquoisey, greeny, blue stripe. I like that. Oh, I've just seen the price of that. Wow, that's not going to be a keeper, but it's very nice. That's a very expensive t-shirt. Okay, 2 other things. Interesting kind of culotte trousers. Let me hold these up. Not my style at all, which is quite interesting, but that's part of the fun of getting this, isn't it? So let's see where they're from. Okay, and ET. Don't know this brand. Can you see that? And ET and etc. I don't know. And and it. I don't know. I don't know how you say it. Have they got pockets? Yes, they have. Okay, would never have gone for them in a million years, so that's interesting. We'll have a look at those. And maybe this is a jumpsuit. What do you think, guys? It certainly is jersey. It's massive. I don't even know which way in this is. This is not a jumpsuit, this is a dress. So again, asked for a jumpsuit, didn't get one. This is a wrap dress. Oh, I'm not keen on a wrap dress. So that's it, kind of, it's just opened out there a bit, isn't it? Who's this guy? Movet again. So this is the Stitch Fix own brand Movet. It's very heavy. Now what I find with jersey when it's a long item is that it stretches. So you kind of find that the weight of the actual jersey fabric kind of distorts over time. So I have this really nice maxi dress, which has basically got longer since it's been hanging in my wardrobe because it's jersey and it's just stretched. So I've got a feeling that that will happen. I am not keen on wrap dresses, interestingly. Let's try things on and I'll show you what I think properly. Okay, these are like the culotte type trousers. These are so comfortable. Again, wouldn't have gone for these in a million years. I kind of like the cropped length. I don't normally go for wide leg trousers because I feel like they make me look wide, you know. very light fabric, really nice summery trousers. I'm really not sure, apart from filming this is like, I haven't really looked in the mirror exactly at these. Let me untuck this top and see what it looks like kind of untucked as well. This is just the t-shirt I was wearing, so. Okay, nice. Really different for me. I like the navy because it's very wearable. You can kind of put navy with almost anything. Sorry, let me get this other one out of the way. You see my chair. There we go. But I don't know. Okay, it's one of those things that this is so different from what I would normally go for. It's a risk, but maybe it will be worth the risk, you know. So I think it's one of those things that I would have a look at properly in the mirror and try on with some different tops and see if I would get any wear out of them. They're so light, they're really, really comfy. Also depends on the price. I'm going to guess the price. I'm going to guess £32 for these trousers. If they're less than that, I think it's worth taking a punt. If they're more than that, they're not coming home with me. Okay, that's what I always think. But nice in general. Like, I don't dislike them. I just don't know if they're me. So that's all right. We'll have a little think. Here's the next thing. Okay, the wrap dress. I really don't like wrap dresses. I'm going to go all the way around. This isn't me at all. It's very comfortable, and if somebody else sees this video and thinks, you know what, I really like that, good for you. It's not my style. I really don't like the bust that it creates, basically. I don't like the fact that I feel a little bit like this is exposed or could be exposed if I bent down. It hasn't got any pockets, which for me is a big no-no. Let me see how long it is. Come down, it's above my knee, which again, not a good length for me, I'm afraid. I like things that hit my knee or run just below. Yeah, I feel very frumpy. I feel older than I am. I feel like I could sell houses wearing this. Yeah, not my sort of style at all. Sorry, not bad, just not me. So I reckon this is going to be more expensive, by the way. This is Mauvais as well. I think this is going to be £45, but I'm not buying it anyway. But I think that's the price, so let's guess. Okay, so here we've got the skinny jeans that I didn't ask for, and the t-shirt. Nice pairing. I'll just kind of tuck this in at the front, but okay. So yeah, this is really interesting. This is exactly the kind of outfit that I would wear. Okay, this is exactly the kind of outfit that I would wear. This is exactly the look that is just very easy, doesn't really take much effort, t-shirt and jeans, but at least it's a colourful t-shirt, which they definitely got right. I would never have gone for this colour. I'm not sure if it suits me or not, you can let me know. So that's an interesting departure. I've seen the price of this t-shirt. I'm not keeping it. It's very, very expensive. So I would have paid, I don't know, let's say up to £18 for a good t-shirt that's a bit different, but probably a tenner or thereabouts as well. The jeans, really interesting. These are exactly the same as other jeans I have. So the colour is exactly the colour I normally go for jeans. The fit fits really well, really, really nice waist, nice length. Perfect. The only problem is I've already got at least two pairs of jeans that are exactly the same. So do I need more jeans that are exactly the same? Probably not. Probably not for the price that they're going to be either. I expect these jeans to be £40 because, again, I know Stitch Fix. So shall we have a look at the price? Okay, I'm also going to show you my stylist note and all my little style cards. I actually won't really be able to see these style cards, but there we go. So it sort of shows you how to put things together in various ways. It's not very imaginative, but it's something. Okay, let's have a look at the note. Hello, Olivia. Hi. Who have I got? Oh, I've got a different stylist. Welcome back to Stitch Fix for Fix number 2. I'm excited to style you today, and I hope you'll enjoy what I've chosen for you. Thank you for sending a link to your Pinterest board. It's super helpful in better understanding your personal style. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a suitable jumpsuit for you today, obviously, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out for this in any future fixes. In your last fix, you were after a wicker bag. What do you think about the one from Warehouse? Oh, it's from Warehouse. I know you like spotted items. I did mention spots and stripes, I think. I think the trousers from Mauvette could be a really fun addition to your wardrobe. What do you think of this spotted fit and flare dress? Also from Mauvette. No thanks. I think it will really flatter your figure. You're wrong, but you haven't seen me, so how can you know? You know, that's the risk you take. Are there any other pieces in this fix that you're going to keep? Any feedback you can give will only help improve future fixes. Enjoy fix number 2, the best, Janae. So this is from Janae. Janae? Okay, let's have a look at prices. So I guessed up to £25 for the bag. I wouldn't pay any more than that. For the trousers, did I guess the price? I think 32 max for the trousers. I think the jeans are going to be 40-ish. I think the dress is going to be 45, and this, as I say, I already know how much it is, but you can guess. Okay, crossbody bag, £24, more or less correct. I'm going to get the one from Sainsbury's though, thanks, for a tenner. Crew clothing t-shirt, £32. £32 for this t-shirt. Not worth it, soz. Cropped printed trousers, the trousers I liked. Oh man, £45. I guess 32. I think 45 is too much. Winona jersey wrap dress, also £45, which is more or less what I guessed, I think. High-rise skinny stretch jeans, also £45. So the whole cost of everything in the box is £191. If you buy everything and you get your 20% off, you get £38.20 discount. The order subtotal is £152.80, and then if you also take off your styling fee, if I was to buy everything, it would be £142.80. Okay, what a mixed bag. Nothing's terrible, well, apart from the dress, which isn't me, sorry. But nothing's terrible, like nothing, I'm not really disappointed with anything like I was last month. Last month I really kind of thought, oh, not good. The bag I will get cheaper somewhere else, as I've mentioned, so sorry not having the bag, but thanks for remembering it a month late. You know, at least you read it. The t-shirt is a really interesting colour, wouldn't ever have gone for this colour. It's just far too expensive, like double the price that I would have paid. Why? And that's from Crew Clothing, which I'm quite surprised about, but they're on the high street and I could wait till this goes in the sale and just buy it directly from them. That's the problem with these boxes, that if you can get things on the high street, then you might as well do your homework and have a little look around if you can wait. The cropped printed trousers, I'm going to really look into that. So I think actually if I'm going to keep anything, it may well be those cropped trousers, those sort of culotte ones. I am going to do a little bit more looking. I'm going to put that with a few tops that I've got and some shoes and sort of play around with that and see if I like them. They are my favourite, but they are £45, which is more than I'd hoped for. So I'm gonna think about them. The wrap dress is a big no, and the jeans, I'm sort of still sitting here wearing them. They are so similar to other jeans that I've got. I just kind of don't see the point in keeping them. But the stylist got it right in terms of these are the jeans that I like, which was kind of a coincidence because I told them that I didn't want skinny jeans. So when I give my feedback, I'm going to say, like, yeah, well done, you have got my right style, but it's so right that I've already got something very, very similar and I don't need another one. Okay, so that's the Stitch Fix box. Sorry, I'm not sure about what I'm keeping yet. I was hoping to have a definite yes and no, definitely keeping this, definitely going back vibe about it. Not sure yet, need to think on that. I need to think on that, especially as I've got my Lookiero box and I'm not going to be able to afford all of the stuff. So now for Lookiero. Okay, I'm keeping this on for a minute. I've still got the jeans on, they're really hot. I'm really sweaty. Not good, is it? So my Lookiero box, It's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see this. It just kind of it's got like a, I've actually opened it upside down, but it's got a kind of pull tab, so it opens up like this instead of just a cardboard box. So the extra thing that Lookiero give you is a returns bag. Plastic, yay. Okay. Oh, I can see something fun. Oh, I've got 2 bundles. I've got number 1 bundle. Wow, that's stressy. Number 2 bundle. I can see a little bit through the translucent stuff. And that's all the paperwork. And again, I think we'll play guess the price in a minute. So, exciting stuff. This looks more interesting. Okay, so I have something floral. I'm not keen on floral, but it's not terrible. What is this going to be? Is this a dress? This is a dress. Okay. Wonder if... Oh, it's not a wrap dress. Good. How exciting. Okay. Little cat sleeves. I really like those little fluttery sleeves. Is that what you call them? Flutter sleeves? Let me look at this. Okay. From Majolica. And it's a size medium. I'm not sure what I'm going to think of that until I put that on. That's going to be a real, not sure. Something very stripy. Look at this. Quite warm. Oh, another Breton top. I showed a lot of Breton tops on my Pinterest board. That is really long. That feels like a really, really long top. I feel like it's a bit like something an elf would wear at Christmas. It's this one. Peppercorn is the brand, size medium. Looks quite a skinny fit, like a slim fit. Not sure about that either. This thing looks quite interesting. More jeans, that's good. Oh, these look nice. This looks like a nice little bundle. I'm going to show you from what I can see. I love this little bit of like, oh, what can I see? What's going to be in there? More jeans, that's interesting. They kind of look skinny with blue again. The brand, I think it's called Toxic or Toxic 3. Stretchy. Alright. I'm kind of being open-minded. Let's see what we get. What's this? This is from Warehouse. So we know Warehouse. Oh, it's a top. Okay. It's a top. It's got like little buttons just here. I like the spots. Not something I would have picked up for myself. And finally, we have something that's got zebras on it. It's not a jumpsuit, guys. It's definitely not a jumpsuit. I did not get a jumpsuit. I did get zebras. This brand is Sugar Hill. Zebras. This is fun. It's also got like a little ribbon on the back, which is quite sweet. Okay, I have no idea what I think of all of this stuff at all yet. So let's just get trying on and then I'll give you some proper opinions. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you this black top from Oasis. Now, I would have tried this on with the skinny jeans, but we've had a bit of a problem. First of all, the zip is broken on the skinny jeans. It was kind of up but open. I have managed to prise it apart, but I'm a little bit concerned. And also, I couldn't really get them even up and over my legs. They're so tight. They're like that horrible, tight, jegging-y idea, which I absolutely hate. I could tell that they were already going to be too long, and I just couldn't even force my legs into them. So, skinny jeans is going to be a no. This is very flattering. I really kind of like this sleeve. That's really nice. Absolutely not what I would have picked out for myself whatsoever. It is quite different seeing yourself in this screen than it is from seeing it in the mirror. I'm tempted. It fits nice. It's very flattering here. It really nips in my waist, and I really like these little sleeves. And it's a kind of everyday sort of top. So let's see what the price is. This is from Warehouse. So again, Warehouse is going into administration right now, and I happen to know that everything in Warehouse is 30 to 40% off if you buy directly from them. So that really affects the price. I think full price would have been in the 30s, maybe like £32. I'm expecting it to not be more than about £22. Let's have a look and see. But I'm tempted by this. I need to have another little look in the mirror and really see what I think. But it's much more flattering than I would have ever thought. So yeah, maybe. Okay, this is nicer than I thought too. Damn it. I thought the sleeves were going to come up much longer on this, and again they're just sort of, yeah, 3/4 sleeves, which is nice. It's fun, isn't it? I'm not sure what I would wear this with. Maybe tucked in into jeans. I don't know. I really like the print. I really like the colour. I'm not sure about the overall style of the top. And again, this would seriously depend on how much it was. I think if this was a kind of discounted item or it was a bit cheap, I would probably go for it. I don't know what it is about it that I don't like. I think it's just too kind of covered. I think if it was a t-shirt type top, if it just has shorter sleeves, I might even be more tempted with it. It's a kind of, I don't know what the word is, not tencel. It's like viscose. I think it's viscose, which might mean that it's a bit prone to wrinkling and crinkling. I do like it though. I'm not sure. I'm really half and half about this. The print is the best thing about it. The cut, I'm not so sure on. Leave it with me. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't really like this very much. Can you see the lumps and bumps? Look at that. I don't think this flatters anywhere that it touches. I feel like a bit of a sack of spuds. It also reminds me of something that I have, which is like a kind of Christmas fancy dress outfit, which is an elf costume. And it's very similar to this with like some elf kind of like details on it. So I just feel like I'm wearing an elf outfit. Sorry. Price wise, the other Breton top I got from Stitch Fix last month was £29, so I would probably put it between £25 and £30, but it's not hitting the mark. I know. The other, when I compare it with last month's Stitch Fix Breton top, it had a bow neck. It was much better fitted. This is very stretchy, which again makes me think it's going to stretch and grow and like not really sit in the right places for long. It doesn't sit on the right places in the first place, in fact. So this is a no, sorry. And finally, yet another wrap dress. Let's see how long it is again. It's about the same length as the other one. Completely different though, isn't it? I'm still not a huge fan of it, but very interestingly, the actual length and the wrap dress are the same as the one I just got from Stitch Fix, but the whole cut of the thing, the chiffony light fabric, makes it much younger looking. It's also got a pop stud here so that I'm not going to have any wardrobe malfunctions. I'm still not sure it's very me. I will have again another look in a proper mirror and really think about that. The brand I don't know is called Majolica. I have no idea how much to price this at. Probably £30 to £32 maybe. The other problem I don't like with wrap dresses is that they never have pockets. So that really bothers me. I could like this. So that's really interesting. I've had sort of 3 tops that I'm like, I might like it, I might not, let me have another look. So I'm still kind of making up my mind on that, but it will depend on price. So let's do that, shall we? I quite like the colour and the little ditzy print on this. So one of the things I like to do when we don't have a pandemic is going swing dancing, and this is a kind of dress that I may be able to go swing dancing in. But again, because of the wrap, it might be a little bit daring. For Olivia. Oh, it's got my name on it. Pretty. So again, you get little style cards, very similar, isn't it? So that has the little zebra print thing, how to wear it. A horrible press on top. Jeans. Well, just give you some ideas anyway. Let's see what we got. Oh, I've got loads of paperwork. Oh wow, okay, here's the note. Where's my invoice? There it is. Okay, here's the note. Hi Olivia, welcome to Lookiero. I'm Amber and I will be your personal shopper. I had so much fun choosing items for you. Yeah. To start, I selected a pair of blue cropped jeans. They're meant to be cropped. They were far too long even by my standards. Oh dear. Anyway, the jeans, which are a great staple to add to your wardrobe to dress up or down. Keep it casual with the striped t-shirt by Peppercorn. Okay, that was the breast on top. Or dress them up with the beautiful polka dot top by Warehouse. Both styles of top are going to flatter your silhouette and complement your natural harmony. I have natural harmony. Thanks, Amber. After looking through your Pinterest account, I knew I had to send you the amazing top by Sugar Hill in a fun zebra print. Well done. This is going to look gorgeous with your new jeans. Lastly, I included a fit and flare dress by Majolica, which is a great option to wear now and in autumn winter with tights and a cardigan. I hope you love your first Lookiero and that this box will bring you happiness in these times of uncertainty. I can't wait to create your next selection. Stay safe, Amber. Thanks, Amber. Not bad. Really not bad, Amber. Jeans are awful, but what can I tell you? Okay. The zebra top is £40. That's a lot. I really need to think about that, but I'm kind of edging towards no. The stripy Breton thing was £26.99, so I said between 25 and 30. Okay. The jeans, £39.60. So basically the same price as the Stitch Fix jeans, which were Mauvette. I'm going to be honest, the Mauvette jeans were so much better quality for that price, and if I was going to pick one, I would pick the Stitch Fix Mauvette jeans. Again, they are really similar to jeans that I already have. I'm not actually going to buy them this time, but they are spot on and much better quality. The Warehouse Black Polka top was £32, so it doesn't say there's any discount on the Warehouse top, so I'm going to have a look on the Warehouse website and price check that. And the dress, oh my goodness, £46.80. That's more than I thought. I really thought like 35-ish. What a mixture. So the things I like are the price that I don't like, I guess. The things that I don't like, that the price doesn't matter. So the prices are a bit more. Okay, the entire box was £185.99. Now I thought that Lookiero were going to be considerably less, but it's only come up like a £5 less than the Stitch Fix box in total. Your styling fees deducted, which is £10 off, and then the 25% discount for everything brings the entire total down to £131.99. So very slightly cheaper. And what do I think overall? Really interesting. I think the Lookiero stylist in general got the idea better. There was more bright, there was more colour, there was more pattern, there was more kind of fun in the Lookiero box. The Stitch Fix box, as ever, I felt was a bit safe, and I feel like that's the word that I usually use for Stitch Fix stuff. It's just safe. There's nothing really, like I actually said to them this time, I was like, I will pay more for something with the wow factor, which might include some embroidery or fine detail, and I'm going to pay less for plain items. Plain items are safe, and of course you're going to get good price per wear if you're going to wear something again and again and again. But I could go to the high street, I could go to the supermarket and buy a plain t-shirt, I could buy something really simple. So don't send me things that I can just pick up for a tenner somewhere else and then charge me 20 or 30 or 40 pounds for them. I think that's where I'm coming from with it. But if you're sending me something that I haven't seen anywhere else, or that is a little bit different or a little bit of a statement or something that's just out of my normal comfort zone. That's what I'm kind of asking for, I guess. I'm asking for you to pick something out for me that's a little bit daring or a little bit different or a little bit new to me, and then I'll feel like I've got something that I couldn't get by shopping myself. So what am I going to keep? It's a real mixed bag. It's a real mixed bag. I will probably keep one thing from each box. I think for the Lookiero one, so everything's everywhere. I've just like got a big pile of clothes behind me. I think the Lookiero box. Oh, I can't find it. Here we go. Sorry. Looking around. I'm tempted to keep the warehouse top, but the warehouse top, I'm still convinced is going to be discounted if I buy it from warehouse or if I can find it from a direct retailer. So I'm a bit disappointed that they haven't sort of acknowledged that the warehouse are going into administration, therefore warehouse clothes are cheaper directly from them. Is there a price label on it? Yeah, £32 was the full price on the label. So I'm disappointed about that. I think if I found this cheaper, then maybe I would go for it. Not something I would normally go for at all, but really flattering actually. So that's the best of that bunch, I'd say. The zebra top was a really nice print, but for the price and the fact I was a bit unsure about the whole thing anyway, I'm probably not going to go for it. But it was so close. You really got the right idea. And then from the Stitch Fix box, if I kept anything at all, it would be the spotty culotte type trousers. But again, I just want to have a little think about that before I commit. Okay, so an interesting experiment. I really liked getting both boxes at once because then now I have 10 items to choose from instead of 5, which is really fun. So yeah, I hope I've maybe inspired you to have a little go at some of these services. Sorry this video's been a little bit long, so maybe you've skipped ahead, maybe you've just chosen the bits that you want. That's absolutely fine. I've had fun making it, and have fun shopping, guys. Bye for now.